I got a secret today. Come here. Come here. We're all addicts. Welcome back to my channel. Coach Amanda here. Before we get started, be sure to like this video as well as smash that subscribe button so I can keep delivering amazing content to you. Let's jump right into it. Most of the time, we think of addicts as people who have an addiction to maybe an illegal substance or alcohol or maybe even sex. But what many of us don't realize is 99.9% of people are walking around this world completely addicted to something. Most people attach something very negative to the word addiction, but the truth is we can be addicted to even good things. But keep in mind, too much of a good thing can also be a bad thing. This is why balance is key, and this is the never-ending struggle in our world. As humans, we are constantly struggling to find the balance in our work, in our relationships, in our parenting, in our self-love journeys, in our health. As long as your heart is beating in your chest, you are a work in progress, and you will forever be trying to figure out how to balance your life out. And while this sounds very exhausting, because some days it really is, it's also what makes life so exciting. I found one of the most important things along this journey is being very self-aware and reflecting on myself often. This requires complete honesty with yourself. So that's really hard because most people are in denial, especially when you think of somebody who is addicted to drugs or alcohol. A lot of times the first step is admitting that you have a problem. You got to think outside of substance abuse, because while alcohol and drugs and sex are all very common things and we all kind of know that these are problems, there's also hidden addictions, things like binge watching Netflix, binge watching reality television. You'll think, no, everybody does that. No, that's an addiction, because when you zone out into a mindless television program and you just put all your energy into that, you are now taking the energy off working on yourself. And remember, we are always a work in progress. So while it's okay and balanced to watch shows here and there, when you find yourself always putting your feet up at the end of the night and watching hours upon hours of Netflix series, that, my friend, is a negative addiction. Another one that is common that a lot of people don't think about is when you are eating, overeating. You might think, oh, this is just a nasty habit I need to kick. No, it's an addiction. There's so many people who are addicted to eating their feelings. They might not even be hungry, but when they're stressed or sad or depressed or angry, the thing that brings them comfort is eating food. A couple others that are very common that people don't quite realize they're doing is overworking. When you have no downtime or no time to care about yourself and you're constantly just invested in work, whether that's answering continuous emails all the flipping time or putting in extra hours at work, you are now addicted to work. You are now taking away from time that you could be spending with family or even working on yourself. This is an escape mechanism. Another way that we can escape is through having an overactive social life. Maybe you're a serial dater. Maybe you're constantly on sites like Bumble or what's that other one? Tinder. And maybe you're constantly going on dates and just filling up all your extra time with trying to find love and convincing yourself that this is what you need to do to find somebody, when in reality, the way you find somebody is to take that extra time and that independence and focus on yourself and become a better version of yourself. And an addiction that is actually good but could be bad is working out too much. Now, I am a huge fitness buff. It is what has helped me remain sober from alcohol. It is my saving grace. It keeps me healthy. It keeps my mind good. And it's just my way of de-stressing every single day. But doing it too much, when you find yourself going to the gym twice a day, all the time, it's all you can think about, you're living and breathing the gym, you again are taking away from other areas of your life that you could be focusing on. So again, we have to find a balance. Even in the good addictions, we need to find balance within our life. When your balance is off scale and you are addicted to this one thing because it makes you feel the best and it is the best and this is just what makes you happy, it takes away from this over here, which a lot of times is something that we do not want to deal with. It is something that causes us stress or anxiety or pain or heartbreak or sadness. We don't want to deal with this stuff over here. And this stuff is usually trauma. That trauma will kind of linger in the back of our mind. You're replaying things. Why didn't this go this way? What could I have done better? What if this happened? Why don't I have this? And when you are constantly just questioning and doubting yourself, you get uncomfortable, and that's not you dealing with it. That's you feeling the feeling attached to whatever this scenario is or this circumstance is. you're now allowing the feelings to completely consume you without actually dealing with the problem. And so when we don't deal with the problem and we just allow the feelings to consume our entire beings, this is where the addiction comes into play. This is where we're like, oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I don't like this. I want to be happy. I want some release. And so I'm going to go do this. And we allow our addiction, the things that make us feel good and make us happy, we allow that to override the healing process that needs to happen over here. So essentially, addictions are our escape. The thing with personal growth is it's not just healing from past traumas or balancing out our addictions. The truth is you have to have an equal balance between mind, body, and soul work. Each one of those things need to be equally paid attention to. You got to make some time for yourself where you can be alone, where you can meditate and really connect with yourself on a deeper level, because at the end of the day, that deeper self, that root of who you are, is somebody that we need to have a relationship with, because when you lose that, you essentially lose yourself. And so again, all three of these parts have to synergistically work together in order to bring you a happiness and a fulfillment in life that you desire. We're all addicts. All of us, every single one of us are addicts. But we have the power in balancing out those addictions so we don't completely ignore the things that we need to work on as individuals.